Welcome back to By Prayer and Fasting. My name is Christine, and in this video I wanted to make a planner cover for my sterling ink standard size N1, and so if that's something you like to see, then please keep watching. Okay, so I printed these off of Etsy. I think it was $2.25 for all the images, and it's from Whimsy Papercraft, and so it's guided. Like, if you follow the guide, it will make a envelope, and so, which I have one here I could show you. So if you followed the guide, it would make an envelope, which I've done that, and that's pretty cool. But what I want is a planner cover. So we're going to use these images and make a planner cover. So we're just going to kind of look at some of these, because what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to cut them out. So you get the inside if you were making the envelope. This is the outside. Isn't that cute? These boots. Too cute. I think I want to flip this upside down. And then you get like the pockets. This is just like such a great way to not spend a bunch of money and have endless hours of entertainment. I'm telling you. And you can do so much with these. And then the other thing is, like, you can have these images forever. So you can print them as many times as you want. So you get the tags. And then we have these images. So you can do just a ton with these. So that is everything that we have. So this is the cover that I cut to the size of my planner. You can keep it with the trifold if you want. I think I'm gonna cut this side off, so it'll just be these two. So let's go ahead and put this in here and cut it right on the line. We're gonna start with just this piece, and I like the coffee cup. So I think I'm gonna use this image, and all we're gonna do is cut this out, and we're gonna glue it to the front. So now we have these two pieces, and we're gonna use this one for right now. And then I have my corner rounder, so I think I want to do these corners. And if you hold your corner rounder upside down, it works so much better. I'm going to try to glue it straight, and I want to push it over to this side a little bit more so I can leave room for an eyelet. I really like using this Elmer's Extreme Glue, but then I also have my Tombow Mono Glue that I will just kind of reinforce that a little bit. But having the Elmer's glue really helps to save this glue, like extend it, you know. So how I'm going to get it on straight is I'm going to turn it this way. Try to get everything on here straight as possible. Is it straight? Straight enough? I mean, it looks good. It's pretty much stuck, so that's that. Now we need to work on the inside. I want to, let's see here, so we don't need that. I like this pocket, so I think I want to put this pocket on the left side. So let me cut that out. Have our pocket, and then you have all these little extra bits that I will be cutting out and creating like a folder for them. You have this piece that you could use. So what we need is a pair of scissors, because we need to get these corners off of here. we're gonna fold this. So what I like to do is start it here. Get my ruler on there. Lift it forward. I'm just gonna fold these back. And then these will get glued down. If you have a bone folder, you can use that, or I just use a ruler. Okay, so that is our pocket. So we're gonna put this down here. We need more pockets. So we have these 3 pockets, and so I will cut them out. We have this pocket, the book pocket, which is so adorable, and then I love this one. Has the blanket and the coffee. Too cute. And then I did cut the tags out. This one, which I like that one. The corn, the wine, the fireplace. So I think we could glue these 2 together so that way you could change the way that your tag is, or I could just leave them all separate. So those are just some options. So we got the pockets, and then if we do this right, this is the image. So you kind of have to like overlap them. I feel like the top one needs to get glued down first because these have to overlap. And so if you glue the bottom one down first, it's not going to work. So we're going to have to do the top one first. So awesome. And then all these pockets are functional. Super cute. So we have another pocket. You guessed it. I want to put a pocket on the back. Yeah, it'll open like this side. I have this one. I cut it out. I folded it. This one you just have to cut the notch out right here. And so this one is going to go back here. And so, let's see here. You got to think about your eyelets. So the eyelet needs to come in here. It's going to pierce through like this and then back here. So this can come in a little bit over. So I'll probably put it like right there, and then we'll have a pocket in the back. Awesome. Okay, I love it. So this is the front, and there's like no pockets or nothing. It's just the front. And then we have this pocket here, which is cool for papers. And then we have 3 pockets right here, which is awesome. And then on the back, we have a pocket. So let's go ahead and put our eyelet in. So I'm using this We Are Memory Keeper Crocodile 2 punch. And I'm gonna do the 3/16 hole. And then all I'm gonna do is put this on here. And I'm gonna, first let me mark it because I wanna make sure it's centered. Okay, so if this whole thing is 8.5, then we need 4 1/4. Where's my pencil? Here it is. Okay, so we're gonna mark it at 4 1/4. Measure twice, cut once, so 8.5, 4 1/4. And I want it like right here, I think. And it is gonna punch through probably those inside folders, but that's okay. Okay, here we go. it barely nicked that one, so that's not bad. Okay, and then I want to pick out some eyelets. So we have all these colors. I'm thinking, we can do this one, which is cute because it's the same color, I think, as my planner. The eyelets on my planner. Let me see. Yeah, super cute. Okay, so we'll go with these. So let's go ahead and change our setting to the eyelet setter. Probably open this up. Probably not spill the other eyelets. And then put this on here and push. Okay, so that is one eyelet. Goes into that pocket a little bit, but that's fine. And then we have one more in on here and punch. Okay, so now we have two eyelets. So let's go ahead and make this one real quick with an eyelet. This We Are Memory Keeper is the absolute best. It punches straight through leather and everything. So now you have that. So we'll do something with this. I have this chiffon ribbon that I want to use. All I have is these colors, but I think it's fine. Like this color right here is gorgeous, so we'll probably do that because it's not quite pink, it's like a peach. So let's do that one. So what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to cut ourselves a piece like yay big. And then this stuff's cool because it like frays if you just do that. So we're gonna do this piece, and then we need another one about the same size, one for the front, one for the back. This is why I absolutely love the Traveler's Notebook system. It like is so customizable, and you could just make it so cute and make so much stuff. So if you like that kind of content, definitely subscribe. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Okay, so we have those two. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this through here, and I'm going to need help. I need all these tools because I have these long nails. So I have this here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to push this through. Maybe. Just be patient and then get my tweezers. Okay, so we have that there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to tie a knot on this side all the way at the very end, like leaving a little bit out, like right there. So we have that there, and then it won't pull through. So we have that side, and then let me do that to the other side. Come on. Okay, I'm going to tie our knot about the same amount of slack. Pull on that, and now we have a tie. So then we need one of these for our eyelet. So what we could do with that is, I guess, like our bookmark, I should say. Okay, so we have that, and then we can tie it in a knot. So cute. I like the like blanket look, you know. Too cute. Okay, so we have that, and then we will cut the slack off. then what we want to do is fray it. Okay, I'm sure there's a way better way to do this, and if you want to leave it in the comments, I would love to know for future videos. But that's like what I got. That's my way today, I guess. Okay, and then this can go in here, and that's just adorable. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our planner and put it in it. This is my planner. This is another one that I made. They're really fun to make, so I did it the same way, tied that on. And then what I did was, I have to find the inside. So I gotta take this off because we're gonna remove that. So I fastened it together. So we have that one. And I'll have like a binder or folder or some kind of storage with all of these seasonal that I can switch out whenever I want. Take this back off. What you want to do with this is I want to take my fussy cutting scissors and I want to cut a triangle right here. So you go cut that and that side. So you got to do it on there and down here. And put it on. Okay, so we're going to do it like this. We're going to take this, go over, pull the ribbons, and then those little slits, that's going to slip right into there on both sides. So we have that there, and we have our pocket on the back. So it looks like this. Too cute. We can tie it in just a sec, but I wanted to show you what it looks like. So you can put stuff there, you could put stuff here, you could put this up here, and it could stick out the top. Just so much stuff. And then a pocket, a secret pocket in the back. Okay, so now let's tie it, and we're gonna put it in our main cover, main planner cover. Okay, that in a bow. Tie her in a bow. Then I'll probably cut those to the exact same length. But there, that's what we have. And let's put her in here. So for right now, I've just been kind of setting it in there. But when it closes, like you can see, you have the little bits that stick out. And then I've been shutting it with this. And I'm putting it like that. My little Starbucks reserve. And that's it. That is our video. So if you like this content, please subscribe, and if you would hit the like button, that helps my channel so much. Bell notification to be notified of future videos, and we will catch you in the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye.